welcome back to another video. My name's Destiny. We do all kinds of things here, and tonight we're going to do my weekly for Monday the 12th through Sunday the 18th. So I am going to go ahead and apologize if the camera moves because honestly I need a new tripod, but we will reaper and persist. I have been working on, as you can tell, this weekly for a little bit. If you look, I have done Dutch doors here, which I absolutely love. I have the week of the 19th through the 25th, question mark, already done. This video I'm gonna film here a little while, and then it'll go up the week following week because this week I'm on vacation, so I know I won't need dailies, and this will be the week of the 26th through the 1st of June. So without further ado, let's get into setting up this weekly. I am doing this for the first time where I'm actually talking to y'all as I plan. I'm not sure how this is gonna turn out. To be honest, I may scrap everything I'm saying right now and just give you a little music and then a voiceover if I hate it, but I don't think I'm going to. I have spent a lot of time recently watching other people who do plans like me like this, where they talk as they plan. They kind of explain where their thought process is going and all that good stuff, and so I have been dying to do this, to be honest, and I finally realized that it's something, if I want to do it, I just need to do it and make it fit. So my little one is asleep. It is currently like 10 o'clock, I think, 9, 10 o'clock, and I'm sitting here planning. It's great. It's all gonna be fun. I have spent today starting to lay out my June plan with me, which I'm hoping to film tonight. We shall see if I get that done. I am currently drinking a cup of coffee with homemade whipped cream. If you've never made homemade whipped cream, it's so easy and so good. All you need is a whisk, heavy whipping cream, and sugar and vanilla. That is it. That's all you need, and you have homemade whipped cream. And then it dissolves in your coffee like cold foam, so it's even better, I'm telling you. Highly, highly recommend. I don't remember how light this gray is. We're going to pause for 2 seconds while I have this little mini notebook laying next to me, so I'm just gonna open the front of it and okay, we're light enough. And just leave it over there in case I need to test colors here in a minute to know how light it is, how dark it is, and all that good stuff. Again, if the camera moves, I'm so sorry. But yeah, so I made homemade whipped cream. Today is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Me and Tiny Human stayed home for most of the day, and then I actually had to get out to run to Dollar Tree to get some bleach because I cannot clean the house without bleach, and I was out. So, in being out of bleach, I had to go to the store, and so my mom came and got us. We went to Dollar Tree, we went to Dutch Bros because I had enough on my app to get coffee, and why not? And then we had to go to Burke's because my mom took little mama yesterday to get me a pair of shoes for Mother's Day and a card, which I'm very grateful for. And they get home, surprise me. I'm so great, so happy, so, elated. Get upstairs to try to put them on, and they're too small. So they got the right size. It's just like the top of my foot didn't fit, so I have a fat foot. And so I texted my mom, said, hey, they didn't fit, blah, blah, blah. She said, okay, well, we'll try taking them back. We'll take them back and do an exchange, and you can get whatever you like. I said, okay, cool. So I got me a little pair of sandals. They are not the cutest thing, but they are very, very comfortable, and they're gonna be perfect for work and taking Ollie to the park and stuff. So I'm not mad. I'm really very happy with what I picked out. the ones I really wanted that I thought were just too cute and would have wore the mess out of was a 10 and I need an 11. And they were honestly going to be just the slightest too small, or too, the slightest too small, I said that right. And so I knew that if I got those, my feet would hurt and I'd be mad at myself because I could have got the other pair that actually were my size. It would be just fine. I know I'm fixing to wear the mess out of them though. I know I am. And now I'm on the hunt for more sandals because I bought a pair from Shein and they really broke. Like, I wore them not long at all and they broke. My last pair I bought from Shein, I wore the snot out of them all summer long last summer before they finally decided to kick the bucket. So, you know, we live and we learn. How has your week been? Tell me a little bit about it. Did you have a good Mother's Day for your mom? If not, what did you get your mom for a gift? I would love to know. My little one's 3. I almost said 4. She's gonna be 4 pretty soon. She's 3, and so my mother let her pick out my shoes. So let me say that. My mother let her pick out my shoes. So I would have wore them anyways because baby girl thought they were cute. So yeah, I am just setting up the bare bones here. There's a lot of pencil, but I don't know if it's gonna let me, if I can erase it without shaking the mess out of this camera. Let's see, and if I do shake the mess out of the camera, I will cut this out and come back to you. If you want to know what I'm using for any of this, I will try to link it below. I'm going to start in my June plan with me. You will see that I'm going to try to do a plan with me without using Tombows at all. So I have so many markers laying around here that honestly I only use if I do not have a Tombow in that color. And the more planner videos I'm watching, the more I realize, oh, that is shaking the camera, okay. The more I realize that a lot of us use Tombows, and sometimes you can't afford Tombows, okay? I could not afford them at all when I started, and I started with not even Crayola. I went to Hobby Lobby or Michael's. No, that was like my second set actually. My first set was Pen Gear made markers, and I don't even think they make them anymore. They were like a fine liner. It was back when the triangle shaped ones, the Stabilio, I'll put it on the screen. The ones I'm talking about. When they were huge and everybody was using them for bullet journaling, when they were big, they put them out, and those were the first ones I got. They were like $5 for a whole bunch of colors, and so I went into this very cheaply and fell in love. I never looked back. I have been bullet journaling for 7 years now. 7. I started in 2018, so 7 years now. Does not feel like 2018 does not feel like it should be that close to being a decade. But yeah, so I started with those and genuinely just never looked back. And I did some of my most favorite spreads with those. So I honestly never would have changed if it hadn't been for social media. And I saw everyone using Crayola Super Tips, and I could not get my hands on them. So I went to Michael's with my ex and ended up getting a whole set, like a huge set for, I don't know, a couple bucks. I want to say it was like under $10. And I used them for a while. I hated them. I still do. I have all of them. I hate them. I don't use them very often. But then I went to the Dollar General with my mom and found the Super Tips, and I have them. So I have a lot of markers. I'll just say I have a lot of markers out here. They're in front of me. That aren't Tombows, that I don't reach for because I have the Tombows. So since I have my Tombows and have been using them. I just don't reach for it unless there's literally a color I don't have. And it's getting pretty close to, I have most of the colors I use pretty commonly. So I wanted to do my monthly setup for June without using Tombos. And so I picked out all the colors I needed. I swatched all the colors I have. So I know what I was looking at, and that's literally what I spent the first part of my day doing. At least nap time is what I did. I finished swatching them all so that I knew what I was working with and I knew what I could use. And let me just say, it is amazing how many colors I truly have. I did not realize how good some of these were until I started swatching them, and so like I'm using them in this plan with me. Actually, I have not used a Tombow once, so really kind of proud of that. These are the pen gear that I got. They're just like little fine liners, and they're, I want to say they're a hexagon shaped, so they're not just nice to write with. They're not awful. I like them a lot. And I don't think Pen Gear makes them anymore, because I went to look because I was going to rebuy them. I don't think they make them anymore. The other thing I got myself, which let me finish filling out Thursday, I bought these, which is the scribble stuff. I think Walmart still has them. They come in a whole bunch of colors. I got those. I told you about the Super Tips, and then I also found a set at Dollar Tree that if you're on a strict budget, hold on, I think I have one. I did. They're the Liquid Mark ones. These were in the Dollar Tree Plus section. They're pretty good for a, not really a Tombow dupe, but a good cheap marker that has a brush tip. The brush tip is not always great. Some of them are really, really stiff to try to use, but the color range is pretty good. It has all the colors you would need to start a bullet journal, so it's something you're looking to do. If journaling is something you want to do and you're just like, I want to get creative with it, I want to have like all the extra stuff, and your budget's not huge, I would definitely look into these. Like I said, these are great. The other ones that are pretty affordable that I love, that I am going to use for my June setup, is the King Art ones. They weren't as cost effective as some of the other ones I'm showing you, but for the big pack it was much cheaper than Tombow's, and they give Tombow a run for their money, if I'm being honest. And I happen to love them. I don't think, hold on, in my pencil bag beside me, let me look, I may have one in there. That is the King Art one. Let me take a look. I don't think I do. Look, so King Art Twin Dual Brush Pen. This is number 104 black. They are wonderful. They have the brush tip like a Tombow, and then they have the bullet end. These are very, very comparable. So if you're looking for something that is kind of like a Tombow but not really, highly recommend. Okay. So we got my bare bones in for my weekly here. Excuse my drinking, I'm sorry. I need coffee to get through this. Here was my last week's weekly. I liked it. I just think that I gave too much space here, and I wanted to do the Dutch doors, so this is what you're getting. Now, let me go ahead and I'm actually reaching for a Tombow now. Because I think the lightest gray I have from the King Art and from all the rest are going to be too dark for what I want. So let's look. Yeah, she is pretty light. I think I have one that's just a tiny bit lighter. Nope. She may be my lightest one. I may be wrong on all fronts. Ooh. You green. That's cool gray from King Art, but that is green comparatively. I think you're gonna be more brown. Okay, this may be the last one I have without going into a tan or a neutral yellow. There's one other one to try. Let's look. here in 5. Nope, dark. She is my lightest one, I'm almost sure. I'm gonna, like I said, check. Yeah, no. I don't mind that one. And we're gonna go with the brown colored one because I just like that look. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark in my work schedule because your girl works every day, same time. I am not going to miss a day this week. Usually I don't fill this in until I get further on in the week because I never know if I need a day off because of bugaboo. If she gets sick or anything, I take off, obviously. But I know this week I'm not taking any time off unless it's a dire emergency because I have vacation next week, which I'm so excited for. We're doing like a little staycation, really. I'm spending it in Dallas with her mama, so I'm excited for that. I know we're going to Nickel-Rama with her. We're going to the zoo because she has been asking for the last 4 days. And if you have kids, you understand what it's like. She has been asking me to go to the zoo. That's what she wants to do. I told her we were going on vacation, and the first thing my baby said was, I want to go to the zoo. So we're going to the zoo. When I told her that, though, she has not stopped asking me, when are we going to the zoo? Mommy, can we go to the zoo? Because she's ready to go to the zoo now. Like, if she was awake, she'd probably already be in here talking about, let's go to the zoo now. She does not understand that, no, baby, you have to wait till next week when mommy's on vacation, and then we will go to the zoo. So we're going to the zoo. Like I said, we're on Nickel-Rama. I want to make bracelets with her because that is her favorite thing ever right now is bracelets. Her mama wears them constantly and they are her favorite thing in the world, and she has broke so many of them, and it's because she's 3, and mama, being the sweetheart she is, always gives them to her. And so I am going to go to Michael's and get all the stuff, and we're going to make bracelets. That way she has one that is just hers, that is for her and her mama, and she can make it, and extra special. I am also want to try to make a waist bead. I'm not going to say I'm going to do this perfectly. Don't know if I'm going to do it well, but I think I want to try to make myself one. I have one that I wear constantly that I absolutely love. I had 2. One got broke. So I really want another one, maybe a couple more. I love to see it fall and rise with your weight. So watching inches fall off is very, very tactile and obvious because my waist bead will just fall down. But it also has the opposite effect of when I am bloated or I've had dairy, any dairy actually, it goes up. And so it's nice to I like watching it, to be honest. I like waking up in the morning and seeing where is it gonna be today kind of thing. So I want another one pretty soon. So I thought I'd try to make myself one. Okay, work schedule's been put in. So we're gonna do that, and I don't know what else we're gonna do, to be honest. We're just gonna see where the week takes us. We may get into a little bit of anything, honestly. I know I'm gonna cook a couple days. It's gonna be great. Now I'm just putting in the box for my meal plan, and as you can see, this is one of those liquid mark ones. She is dried out. Okay, let me find that light colored taco again, which I think this is it. We're gonna hope this is it. This little book was the best thing. Oh, I'm so happy I tested that. I'm adding my meal plan in here. I've already grocery shopped for this. The only thing I'm missing right now is the hot dogs. Tiny Human can put away some hot dogs if she wants to, and let me just tell you, today she wanted to. So I need to get a pack of hot dogs. It's not going to be a big deal to just jump out and grab those. But everything else I have ready to go. I was supposed to meal prep today and that did not happen. So tomorrow night we will get to meal prepping and making sure everything is done. I know Friday and Saturday are going to be leftover nights because with us leaving out Sunday for a week, I want to make sure that we have everything we need. We have ate everything that's fresh in the fridge before we leave out. So there is that. This little eraser, I don't know what brand it is. I found it at Dollar Tree today. So if you're looking for a really good eraser, this one's actually pretty decent. It is not the worst I've used. I've had one that literally left like black all across my page because it smeared pencil everywhere instead of erasing it. So this is pretty good. It would actually be a little better if I wasn't talking through this video, because I would just like go ham and erase and like let it shake and then just edit it out. But I am talking, so meh. You win some, you lose some. Okay, so I'm gonna just erase the pencil there, and we're gonna wrap this in. Don't think that's gonna write really well over this. We're gonna try. I have a couple pens to give it a try. And if none of them work, I have a micron, and I think I have an 01 in here somewhere that I'm gonna use instead. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Energel Liquid Gel Ink in 07 and see if it'll write over this. And she sometimes does not want to. Oh, she's writing perfectly. Okay, right now I have to switch pens. So I'm just gonna add work into all the boxes I've already made. And if I have any appointments for my day for work, I will add it in. I currently only have one person that I see on a weekly basis, and right now I just check hours. That's all I have to do. It's not like a face-to-face meeting unless they just feel like they need it. I just check hours, so that's nice and easy for me. Left over. My handwriting gets crappier the way a little farther down after writing on this book. Oh, I forgot work here. Okay. Now let me fill in some of my to-dos that I have to do. So I know I need to, I want to start a weekly vlog here. We're gonna actually write a little higher than what I have it. So start weekly vlog. Okay. I want to update book journal, which will be a video that I want to film. I want to change my sheets. So with changing my sheets, I have a pair of yellow sheets that I love so much. They are my favorite, like literally my favorite. They are like the only sheets I want to sleep on. And usually what happens is if I know I'm doing laundry, I will strip my bed right before I go put laundry on. And then they are within the first load of laundry I do, those sheets go in so that I can dry them and bring them home with me. Because I usually do laundry at my mother's, so that's how that goes. Well, this time around, my sheets did not go in first because I had pillows and Buck was really wanting her pillow back. And so since I did not get her pillow back, since I washed her pillow, I didn't get a chance to do my sheets. Fine, whatever. So I had to put my secondary sheets on there, which I absolutely hate because they come up. They're awful. So I need to switch my sheets out. I just need to switch my sheets out. I switched the candle. The Max Melt will get switched later this week. Start playing June. I will do that in a minute. Reorganize craft. I don't think I'm gonna get that done tonight. I think I'm gonna get everything put back on the cart, but I'm not gonna get it done. That's okay. Dresser clean off is not happening. I need to wash my face though. Change purse, not happening because I do not want to clean that out right now. Nightstand actually happened, and that's not happening. It will happen tomorrow. So let's move some stuff. Reorganize crafts. Let's do that for Wednesday. Like what? Tomorrow's gonna be prep for chicken tacos. Chicken tacos is gonna be pretty easy, but it's gonna take me a minute. I have to stand there and cook. I have to stand there and cook. We're gonna do it here because I don't have to stand and cook. There we go. Organize. Press. Okay, what else do I have? Clean off dresser. Interesting. That's gonna happen on here because I can do it once Bugaboo goes to bed. Clean off. Let me know, is watching me plan every day, is that something y'all want to see? Because if so, I'd be more than happy to film it for you. There is a lot of turning the journal, as you can tell. I have not figured out how anyone does the keep it still while they write, because I have to be at an angle to even read my own handwriting, you can tell. Meal plan got done. I need to plan out my vacuuming and mopping. So I have vacuumed and mopped most of our main areas. The only thing left is my bedroom, and it's fine, I'll vacuum it later. So I think we're gonna move vacuuming this week to Tuesday. That's lucky me trying to run over that. Okay, so we're gonna vacuum here, vacuum on Tuesday, and let's do Saturday. Saturday I have paper pack. What's up? Pack for vacay, and now we're gonna put vacuum. Done. I spelled vacuum wrong. You know what? We're not fixing it. I'm leaving it. I see it. I understand it. I don't need to fix it. It's fine. And then I'm also gonna mop here because chicken tacos, I cut up all the veggies and like make a fresh pico and guacamole, and so when I do that, it makes a whole thing. Switching out max melt, we can switch here. The one I have in there right now should smell till then, and it'll match the candle I have in my bedroom pretty well, actually. Purse clean out. We're gonna do that on Wednesday too. I promise this will be neater when I go do my dailies. Laundry folding. I'm gonna fold all the blankets tonight, I know, but I'm not gonna have time to do it tomorrow, so we're gonna fold laundry. Because I don't need the chair in my room right now. I've already done my hair and bugs, so I won't need me sitting there for a little bit. Start weekly logs already been moved. Set up next week. We can actually cross out. We're doing it right now together. Vacuum. Yeah. Okay. So everything has been moved. That is from tonight's brain dump. Okay. This here, I'll just move to Monday and think that all through. Last week, let's look. I like to look and see what I was able to accomplish last week and then do it for this week. His kennel is currently clean. I think I could get away doing it on Tuesday. And then the rest of the week I'll have to wait and see. If I walk him in the morning, we should be fine. Bathroom clean. I think that's everything. I do need to reorganize bookshelves before I leave and like figure out where I got a couple books today, and I need to figure out where to put them. I found a Lee Bardugo and a Victoria Aveyard at the Dollar Tree for $1.25, and they're not like, if it had been like the Grisha series, like the first one, okay, cool. No, it was the Victoria Aveyard's was the Blade Breaker, which is the second in her newest series, which is ridiculous. And then the other one was Six of Crows by Lee Bardugo. So your girl was very happy at Dollar Tree today. But there you have it. There is my week for the week. I'm going to erase all the pencil, don't worry, and finish filling it in. But I'm very happy. I feel much better about my week starting to be planned out. My daily for Monday is going to go here, and I will set that up tomorrow morning and get all the stuff put in there. But like I said, happy Mother's Day for any mothers out there, and I will see you on my next one. Bye, guys.